Think about it. Adam and Eve. Adam wasn't there. This is why Eve ate the apple. But like you said,
the reason why Eve ate the apple is because women are easier influenced than men. The serpent couldn't influence Adam. He only had the ability to influence Eve because she was more susceptible to it. And the entire market knows this. They market everything to women. Why do you think there's no body shaming, no slut shaming? Because advertisers want to sell to women. As long as you make them feel good about their emotions, well, hey, love your curves, girl. Here, take these big girl clothes. Take these plus size clothes. There's only big and tall section in Burlington Coat Factory. There's no big and tall section in any of these other stores. But every store that women shop at, there's some plus size clothes for that because they know it's easier to sell to them. So that's why Eve was influenced by the serpent, because she's just naturally more susceptible to be influenced by outside sources.
Psalms 58 verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth the ear, which will not hear the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahakwadash. I want to send double honor to my elders and apostles, their great millstone, rule well. Peace, love, and safety is to the hopeful elect document out there. And a hearty shalom to the few sincere women that subscribe to the true doctrine of Yahweh Shai Shai. This is the brother you call the mouth with the great millstone, Nebraska camp, coming back with another lesson. Lord willing to feed and edify the lost sheep of the nation of Israel through the Holy Spirit, Rahakwadash. And the Israelites consist of so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans today. You are the true children of Israel by the seed of your father. And I want to get into this short lesson. I played the video at the beginning. I forget the guy's name, but the name of his podcast is No Fugazi Podcast, which essentially, from what I've seen, is more like a relationship type podcast, but he makes some good points concerning the illogical points that these women try to justify their wickedness and try to justify their whoredom, so on and so forth. Right, but in this video in particular, though he does, though he's off with the Apple thing, he makes some good points, because those of us that are in the know, when you go into the book of Genesis, right? Genesis, I believe Genesis, the third chapter, okay? Actually, the second chapter is where it's mentioned, where the Lord said to not eat of this particular tree, or thou shalt die. Let's see, find the exact spot. So I'll get it right there. So this is Genesis 2 and verse 8. Started 2 and verse 8. It says, "And the Lord Yahweh planted a garden eastward in Eden." Okay, and Eden is the entire globe. Okay, but it says eastward in Eden. Okay, so this is talking about, particularly talking about Jerusalem. Okay, this is eastward in Eden. Okay, this is why you have our land, the nation of Israel, the land of Israel, not the nation, right? Because those individuals over there, they're not Israelites, right? You may have Israelites sprinkled amongst them, but they're not Israelites for the most part over there. They're a bunch of fucking devils, okay? But this is why the Middle East, Israel is in the Middle East, okay? So this is what it's talking about. It's talking about our land. It says, and go, Salakia, and out of the ground, the Most High made the Salakia, and out of the ground, the Most High Yahweh. Let me slow it down. It says, and out of the ground made the Lord power to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. The tree of life also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. So it's not only talking about a physical tree. Okay, this is talking about, like it says, the knowledge, the tree of knowledge of good and evil. This is the tree that Eve, through the subtlety of the serpent, was influenced to partake of. The same tree, let's see where it says it, same tree where it says the Most High said not to eat of it. Here we go down in verse 15. Okay, it says Genesis 2:15, and the Lord Yahweh took the man and put him into the garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. And the Lord Yahweh power commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat. This is physically talking about the trees right here. Okay, because you had different trees that grew different things, right? Like that's actual food for physical, bodily substance. I'll say that, bodily substance. But of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, thou shalt not eat of it. So there's no apple. All right, just to get straight to it. For in the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die. And you go into the next chapter, right? It goes right into it, and Satan, beguiles Eve. You can read the story on your own, but we should be very familiar with that story. Okay, but it's no different in this day and age. Okay, which is why I read this here in the book of Psalms, the 53rd chapter, 58th chapter, right? Where it says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. Okay, who is that wicked? That wicked is Esau, Edom, that same serpent that was back there in the garden. Okay, he's estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Okay, Esau he's the number one liar on the planet Earth. Okay, going all the way back to go back to the story of Esau. Okay, one of the biggest lies he told is that his birthright was stolen. When you go to the account, he gave it away for that same red pottage, right? And acting like Jacob. Jacob, when you go into the Hebrew word does mean the Hebrew word being Yaikwab, meaning to supplant. Okay, so yeah, he was essentially supplanted, but the Most High set it up to where Esau, he thought the birthright as a thing of naught. This is why he gave it away so I would say fervently, right? Just so he can eat, because he was unhungered. Okay, most accounts that you come across with Esau, Edom, he's a liar. He's a damn liar, man. Right? So it says they are estranged from the womb, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. And what is their poison? Essentially, when you compare it to this day and age, it's their philosophies. It's as the individual, the guy made in the video, their marketing. Okay, when women are much more easier influenced than men are. Because when we hear a thing, those that are logical men, we don't just chop at the bit. As soon as we hear something, we search it out. See what makes sense. Does this make sense to do this? Why would I do that? Like we're gonna search it out. But women, if it sounds good, it suits their emotions, and it feels good to them at the time, it's easier to pull them in. Gotcha, bitch. As Dave Chappelle said, gotcha, bitch. And that's pretty much how Esau is with his poison, man. Okay. So let's read on. It says, they are like the deaf adder that stop at the ear, which will not hear the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely. So hey, let's get this. Esau knew who he's dealing with, right? Yep, here we go. 1 Peter 3 and verse 7. But this is why women ought to have a husband. You ought to I'll say it's good for you to have a husband. Because when you're, especially as a nigga woman or a so-called black woman, you should have a logical man in your, in your corner. Someone who's gonna pick out the bones of that bullshit that Esau puts out. Because it says this here in 1 Peter 3 and 7, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife, as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. So it calls the wife, the woman, a weaker vessel. Now, the woman does play an important role, man. Okay? The woman is an incubator to bring forth life. Okay, which is one of the most important things you can think of. Okay, a woman is a nurturer. A woman is a helpmeet to a man. A woman plays a very important role. But when it comes to might, when it comes to making big decisions, she is the weaker vessel. Okay? Not saying that a woman in a relationship should not have a say-so, but the man overrules it. You know, if it doesn't make sense, okay, even if it, whether the man's right or wrong, the man is the head of the house. Okay? Like going into towards that Corinthians, okay, where it goes into the order, the man is above the woman. So, in a logical world, a woman, whether she's right or wrong, is supposed to listen to her man. But these women out here, they don't need a man. They're single, they're independent, they're strong, they're this, they're that. So self-dependent. Which really they're not self-dependent. They depend on their daddy, Esau, right? And and we know that the track record of Esau, right? We respect Esau as the devil that he is. When you go to that word respect, meaning again, specor means to look back, or to look again, to look back. Okay, we look back at the accounts of Esau, Edom, and we respect him for being a devil. Okay, he's not an honorable individual. We know that he is a goddamn sly ass serpent, man. Okay, so I just thought this was a pretty interesting video to come out, because you have Jakes out here, though they're off, you have them making a lot of good points, man, right? And I'm all for a woman being in order, but seeing how rampant the spirit of disobedience is in the so-called, or the Israelite woman. It's good every now and again to see that kind of a minor, I'll say he's a minor version of Kevin Samuels to me. Kevin Samuels was he was tearing these black women up, but this guy here, he's pretty adamant in bringing out good points and shutting this bullshit that these women bring out. And you watch some of his videos, a lot of these women fucking look stupid. They're an American mindset, and they think that their good looks and their box overrules everything. And it doesn't, man. A lot of these goddamn females are bird brains that can't do anything but get on social media and show their ass, man, and show off all their goodies, right? So you need a man, a logical, really a spiritual man in your corner to shut that dumb shit down. Okay, there's another precept that I had. Let's see, I have it written down, I believe. Yep, 1 Timothy. Because as we read that story, 1 Timothy, the 2nd chapter, we briefly read the account in Genesis. 1 Timothy 2, and was it 3? So I think I skipped it. No, not 3. Which verse was that? 13. Okay, not 3, verse 13. This is 1 Timothy 2 and verse 13. It says, "For Adam was first formed, then Eve." Okay, and Adam was not deceived. And the guy, the scriptures first and foremost have the account. Most importantly, but even as the dude makes the point in the video, pretty much. Adam was not easily deceived. The woman was deceived. He said that in so many words, right? But the woman being deceived was in the transgression, not what, so, hey, it says that the woman, was that in the Apocrypha, the 25th chapter? It says, let me just get it, right? Was that, Sirach 25, towards the end, right? Yep, here we go. This is Sirach 25 and verse 24. And of the woman came the beginning of sin. Going back to Eve, right? Eve was in the transgression, hearkening unto the serpent and not hearkening unto the Lord. And that's, that's no different today. The Lord puts out just going to the book of 1 Timothy, the 2nd chapter, which I just pulled that precept from, and shows you how the woman should be. The woman should learn in silence. She should be subject unto one husband. She should be, even going to the book of Titus, I believe the 2nd chapter, where it goes into how she should adorn herself in modest apparel, teach the younger women to be righteous women. You don't see that today. That's what the Most High required. But Esau, Edom's, he said, hey, shit, you can show your pussy on Instagram. Just put a fishnet over it, so technically it's covered up, but you can see everything. When the Most High said, that your glory is the glory, your hair and your body pretty much is the glory of your man. You know what I'm saying? That's for your man to see, not the whole entire world. And then these women, they do that. They show themselves. They put their whole body out there for you to see. And then when you try to, when you got these men that approach them, trying to get a piece of it, they act like they're this entrepreneur or this well-educated woman. No, you're just a whore covering it up by Esau's paperwork, saying that you have PhDs and bachelors and masters, but you're a goddamn whore, and these degrees don't mean a damn thing. Because if they did, why are you continuing to do the wretched things that you're doing in the face of the whole world, showing your whole body off? And how will a man respect you after that? You won't find a husband. You will find a individual that just wants to hit it and quit it, man. Okay? So reading on, I believe I finished it. No, I'll read it again. It says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Okay? Through her we all die, man. Because this woman, going, like I said, she was in what did it say? 1 Timothy. She was deceived, being in a transgression. And guess what? The first living creature, Adam, being created. This is his woman. So yeah, and we know to this day and age, it's no different. Even the book of 1 Ezra says it, that men, we, in a roundabout way, we hearken unto our women. We hearken unto our women. We give all to our women, right? But in this day and age, the Most High, he showed us how not to be submissive to these wicked women, right? But that's essentially the lesson. Not too much more to say than what's already said. Very basic video that the individual put up. No Fugazi podcast. But Lord willing, this was edifying. And it shows once again. I'll get this last precept in the book of Sirach. Not Sirach, 2nd Ezra 15. In verse 2, it says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true, which are the words of Yahweh Shem El Shai that we consistently see coming to life. Going into verse 1, it says that, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. Okay? Pro meaning before, phasai meaning to say. All right? Things to say something before. So, yeah, the Most High is faithful and true. He's not a liar. And the things, he's a yap of power that causes this light to shine every day, right? So, with that being said, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, HaKodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations to the elect. Shalom.